Over the years, I have acquired quite a few broken cars and car parts, and today we're going to see how many of them I can fix up and get running on my layout. This episode is brought to you by Skillshare. Watch out for a special offer for my subscribers from Skillshare. Also, with support from my patrons on Patreon, you can become a patron for as little as $1 a month and get access to exclusive content and previews of future episodes. You can check out my Patreon at the link in the description below. Now, to be clear, I am not just taking a bunch of new wheel sets and couplers and slapping them on here. I am salvaging what I have from my spare parts. The only parts that I'm bringing in that I purchased for this were some M1 screws of various sizes, some small washers, and I did buy some cheap trucks from Amazon that I wanted to try out and see if they were any good. All of these cars right here are in some state of disrepair. I think I'm going to be able to salvage quite a few of these actually. Now, we're going to start off with this one right here. Some of the easiest ones. And this one, this looks like it needs a few extra wheels, so we're going to grab some that I have right here, put them in place. That one's probably good to go actually, so one down. All right, next up we have a covered hopper with a busted coupler. So we're going to go ahead and pop that coupler off. There's a drop pin. Hang on. This would not be the last time I drop something. Oh, there you are. Okay. The truck looks like a micro trains. Aha! Take this, put it right there. That's two saved. Screwdriver go? Oh, it fell over. Damn. So we're actually going to swap this out for, and since it still has the screws, we want to keep those. For the new ones. So we're going to give those a shot. So we're just going to drop those in right there. Those look like they're going to need washers. So we're going to grab, these like, oh, they're tape sealed. Okay. Woo! These are some itty bitty washers. This is an M2 washer. First lost a screw, so we're gonna have to open up our screws. Well, these lovely little screws will work fine. Oh yeah, that'll work great. I need a little bit more. There we go. Oh yeah. Once that was done, it was on. Whoa. That is about as close of a snug fit as I can get. So, okay, if it crashes, it's gonna explode everywhere. Before we continue, I do want to talk about this week's sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare can help you make 2022 a year of new learning, growth, and connection through creativity. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for anyone who loves learning and wants to explore their creativity and learn new skills. For example, on Skillshare, I'm checking out all their Arduino classes so that I can learn how to make better Arduino projects for my model railroad. You can also do things like learn better photography and videography if you want to get some better stills and video of your model railroad, or if you're looking how to learn how to paint that backdrop, check out their landscape painting classes. Interested in making a career pivot or up-leveling your skills into your current role? Skillshare is a great resource for freelancers and entrepreneurs to help you learn new skills to support your growing side hustle or launch into a totally new career. And right now, the first 1,000 people to click the link in the description below will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare so that you can start exploring your creativity today. So this is the point, typically in my videos I'll say, hey, let's test this out, and look, it works, it's all great and sunshine and rainbows. But the way I'm doing this, it wasn't going to turn out like that. I am salvaging from parts that I have, plus some cheap little extra pieces that I can put together to try and get these cars to work. In a perfect world, I would go ahead and just buy a bunch of micro trains, trucks, and wheel sets, and I'd slap them on there, and we'd be good to go, and I'd have 24 fantastic cars running around this layout that I previously didn't have. In the end, I had, of the 14 that I was able to restore today, I had 10 of them run just fine. They worked great. They're going back into rotation on my layout. That's awesome. So 4 of them are going to need some additional work, which means I'm probably just going to buy some micro trains equipment and put it on there, as well as the remaining 10 as well. So what does this mean? Well, if you look at it this way, I spent maybe $20 on little parts to be able to do this. First of all, these little cheap trucks and wheel sets that you may find on Amazon from a very discount company, don't buy them. The car that I put them on was one of the 4, and it was crap, and it did not run well. So don't buy those. Save up a little bit of money and get you some micro train stuff. It'll work you so much better. I think it's something to do with, I know it has something to do with the brake hose, and also the I think that the axles and the wheel sets, that I don't think they're quite accurate, and that makes sense. That'd be the one thing that if it's going to be cheap like that. So those just don't work well. But the screws and everything, that worked great. So I'm going to get the rest of those fixed up with some proper micro trains equipment. But if you look at this, $20 on equipment, I was able to restore 10 cars. If you look at that from $15 to $20 per car to buy some replacements, and that's not even doing one-to-one. I just saved myself $150 to $200 in replacement cars right there. And you can find lots of cars that are just 4 parts on eBay like this that you can fix up. So I hope that this inspires you to give that a try. It does take a little bit of an investment if you don't have any broken cars like I do already, but it can definitely yield some pretty good results. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Jimmy from the DIY and Digital. Stay safe, be kind, and happy railroading.